What's up, everyone? I'm Coach D. So I just got back from a run because, as you guys know, and some of you guys have been asking, so I want to give you guys a report on this, but I am still working hard towards running a 10K in under 50 minutes when I turn 50 next year in March. It's a bet that I made with some of my assistant coaches, and like I told you guys, I'm going to die trying. So I just came back from a 4-mile run right now. So if you see any sweat around my neck here, it's because of that. But I came across a video and a topic that I've been wanting to talk about. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Republicans must have polling that shows that evangelicals are not really getting out to vote for them, because Donald Trump was in some type of a town hall where someone asked him a question about that. And then also Charlie Kirk was giving a speech in Georgia recently where he was basically pleading to evangelical pastors to go out and tell their congregations that they better get out and vote. So I'm going to show you the clip of the guy asking Donald Trump the question, and then I'm going to show you the clip of Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to tell you exactly why Donald Trump, MAGAs, and Republicans are having trouble with the evangelical vote. Check it out.
We're praying that the Lord will deliver you back in the White House very soon. Amen.
Thank you.
Just recently, a study came out from Arizona Christian University showing that 32 million Christian Americans will not be going to the polls to vote this year. If you could share a final message to those Christians to encourage them to go to the polls, what would your message be?
Well, it's interesting, Matthew, that if you look over the last 30 years or so, for whatever reason, Christians are not tremendous voters in terms of percentage. If they were, we'd never lose an election. We wouldn't have had these people in office, and we would never lose an election. And I think they are. I think we've really energized a lot of people this time because they've seen how bad it is. This last 4 years it's been a horror show, an absolute horror show. And I think we're going to see those numbers go way up. I'm almost sure of it, and I'm even hearing that from statistically, because you see what's coming in.
Okay, I'm going to spare you guys the 2 minutes and 50 seconds after the man asked Donald Trump, what would your message be to evangelicals to get them out to the polls? Because it was literally just him rambling about stuff. I mean, he talked about Catholics being persecuted. He lied a little bit about Christians being arrested in outside services during COVID. He talked about, all types of things and never answered the question, which is what he always does. He never answers the question. And so you have that right there, right? And the man says 32 million evangelicals will not go and vote. And Donald Trump says to him, I think they're going to. I think they're going to. And he also says something about it being too big to rig. I mean, it was just the typical Donald Trump weaving, talking points, rambling on or whatever, right? Well, then on the other hand, now you have also Charlie Kirk, who is at a rally in Georgia. And he's been saying this for a while. He's basically been lambasting Christians and trying to lecture pastors into going to their congregations and preaching to them that they need to let their congregation know that they need to go out and vote for Donald Trump. Check it out.
And more than anything else, everybody is on the other side. The Democrat Party supports everything that God hates. The Democrat Party is espousing the death of the unborn, the mutilation of our teenage kids, open borders, the destruction of our sovereignty, the elimination of our currency status. I believe there is a spiritual battle happening around all of us, but don't expect a spiritual victory if our own pastors do not engage. Right now, this state is a Christian state. I want to see that to continue. But we need the faithful. We need those of you that have influence over your congregation to put pressure on your pastors. And if you're a pastor watching this right now, I hope this touches you. I hope you, and I'm looking right in the camera right now, I hope you give a Sunday sermon and you talk about how the Democrat Party believes everything that God hates. I hope you tell your congregation how to biblically vote. I hope you challenge them and tell them to get in the arena.
Okay, so first of all, I don't really subscribe to too many religious beliefs, but I can tell you this. There were no borders until we created them. I am pretty sure your God is not standing or sitting up there thinking, I wish they would keep those borders closed so these people who are suffering in other countries can't get into America to try and make a better life for their families. And this leads me to exactly why you guys are losing evangelicals. Because yes, many of them have like fallen into the cult-like behavior, right? But there are also many of them who see you guys not living a life like Christ at all. You see, because Christ would be finding a way to help other people and not talking about how important your borders are. Christ wouldn't be calling people antichrist and communists and all of these things all the time, okay? Christ would be trying to feed the hungry. He would be trying to help the needy. He wouldn't be standing around telling people, oh, you're a diversity, equity, and inclusion hire, or you're bad because you have a different lifestyle than I believe in. You guys don't live a life of Christ. You live the opposite of that. And so many evangelicals are sitting at home and they're saying, you know what? I can't vote for these people. I cannot support these people. They are not Christ-like at all. And that is why. So you can stand there and you can point your finger and you can look into the camera as much as you want. But I'm telling you, you are not trusted. People don't like you. They don't trust you. And many evangelicals are finally starting to see right through you. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in their heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.